So I was shopping around for a USB flash drive for school and I came across this. This is a Samsung 32GB USB 3.0 flash drive, and it's one of the sleekest little flash drives I've ever seen, and it's very affordable. And it brought up a question that I've had for a long time and has been a question around the internet. Is it viable to use a USB flash drive, especially a USB 3.0 one, as your gaming drive to install games on it at a very high price to performance ratio? Well, in this video, we're going to test that with two titles, Killing Floor and Counter-Strike Global Offensive, to represent an older title and a high fast-paced Twitch shooter. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So as I mentioned, we're going to be testing the old school theory of gaming on a USB flash drive, because you know, back in the day, you always wanted to sneak into your high school or middle school with a little flash drive with Counter-Strike Global Offensive or something else on it and play off a flash drive. And there's probably a ton of you out there who actually do that still, and in this video I'm going to reaffirm that theory. So this right here is a Samsung 32GB USB 3.0 flash drive, and I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to pick one up. But this thing is really beautiful for the price. I love the design of it and how small it is, and the rigid construction that it comes with an all aluminum base. Now this flash drive is really cheap and is a lot cheaper than many other options out there, like an SSD, which would perform a lot better, especially the portable SSDs that are out there. But in this video, we're going to test and see how well this actually performs for gaming purposes. So what I did was install Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Killing Floor on this USB drive, loaded them up and ran some benchmarks using the Fraps benchmark utility, and the numbers are as follows. As you can tell, in Counter-Strike we were getting upwards of 200 FPS non-stop, no real issues at all, and the frame rates were perfect. One key issue to note though is load times. Now load times are significantly slower with this flash drive compared to my onboard computer. That is to be expected with the lower read and write speeds, but once all the textures get loaded up and everything gets loaded into memory, everything runs really smoothly at upwards of 200 FPS, which is pretty much the exact same frame rate that I was having on my own personal rig when I installed my games on my dedicated hard drive. Now on to Killing Floor, which there was a bigger example of the load time issue, which I didn't really expect. I was expecting this to be more of an issue on the Counter-Strike side of things, but in Killing Floor there was a very significant load time issue and some stuttering, but overall once the game got loaded in once again, there were no issues at all. So basically, to conclude overall testing, this flash drive is a pretty good value. If you can deal with longer load times than usual with only 100 megabyte read and write speeds on this guy, you really can get a good gaming experience on a flash drive. But if you want to step it up a little bit, you might want to look into something like a USB 3.0 hard drive or something of that nature to be able to game at a higher performance and be able to have faster load times. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below and comment what you think. If you want me to test more titles on this flash drive, I definitely will. I withdrew from testing higher end titles like Battlefield 1 because the flash drive does not have the capacity for it. But if you all want to see titles like Battlefield 1 tested on this, I can pick up a higher capacity version of the flash drive, which you can get relatively cheap, and do the testing over again. So leave a comment down below and let me know if you're interested in something like that. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more content from the Toasty Bros, and follow us on Twitter for more updates and that sort of stuff. So hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.